everyone, and welcome to the 2025 edition of the Canadian Junior Cup here in Oshawa, Ontario. We got a good matchup for you today as Team Terrick out of Winnipeg, Manitoba takes on Team Pekowitz out of the United States. And we take a look at the lineups for today's matchup. Curling out of the Heather Curling Club in Winnipeg, Manitoba. The lead is Tessa Terrick. The second is Maddie Hollins. Third, Emily Cherwinski. And the skip is Zoe Terrick. Their coach is Craig Terrick. And curling out of the Broomstones Curling Club in Massachusetts and Denver Curling Club of Denver, Colorado. Their coach, Evan Workin. The lead, Alexa Pekowitz. Third, Lila Farwell. And the fourth is Julia Pekowitz. It was a draw to the button to determine who had the hammer to start this pivotal game here early in the weekend. And Team Pekowitz slipping just to the back eight, so left the door open for Team Terrick, and they capitalized, putting their draw right on the side of the button to win the hammer here in the first end. They have the hammer throwing the yellow stones. Tori, we've had two good matchups so far today. It is a long weekend coming up, but just from what we've seen so far this morning, what do you think are the keys to the matchup for both of these games if they want to come out on the winning side of it?
Well, I think first and foremost, they got to get the weight down. That is the biggest struggle of both the games that we've seen so far, is struggling with the speed of the ice. Right now, or at the beginning of all our games, we've clocked dropping at 6
even with that one.
seconds at hog to hog, which is pretty key compared to a lot of other clubs. So the weight adjustment is key.
That's going to come down to a lot of communication too, and talking to each other, making sure that you're seeing the releases you want to see. Sometimes when you really try and bring that weight down, you see the releases get away from you, see some of the other parts of the game begin to break down. So it's going to come down to a lot of communication between the far end and the close end, and what they're seeing and how they want to go about it. Now here, we did see maybe a try at a little bit of a simple end here in the first, as Team Terrick drew into the forefoot to start, and then Team Pekowitz had a flash, so Team Terrick was able to split the rings, and now Team Pekowitz will be struggling to try and pull this game back, maybe get a blank out of the first set up a double.
Sorry, I was saying roll. Yeah. I know, it's hard to understand.
Throwing right now on Team Terrick is Maddie Hollins, second. Roll, looks like.
This student at the University of Manitoba. So I wanted to make sure I gave a shout out to her mom back home in Winnipeg. So
If I'm correct, I actually think Maddie's from Northern Ontario.
is she originally?
I think she's there for school,
Oh, okay.
if I'm correct.
Well, for 16 years so far, so pretty good,
Yeah, I think it was
decently
yeah, close
long
to,
career under her belt already.
Right.
Starting young out in Manitoba. Bit of a miscue there by Maddie, giving the opportunity to Team Pekowitz to hit with 6-2. This one needs to curl though.
Just goes by. So Team Terrick looking to roll or loose hit to sit the two, spread out the ice.
Interesting.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
saw two overkills. Now, of course, that one underkill. But the two flashes that we saw before this end were overkills, and then around the center line, which is quite interesting because what we saw from the earlier games is those ones maybe tended to run a little bit straighter with a little bit of extra weight. So
Yeah.
could be that the ice makers are maybe, you know, trying to work on some things, maybe grab a bit more curl. The team's got a little.
This is also our first women's game of the sheet. So just the differences in releases and the choice of hit weight could also be a factor.
You look across, we do have a full house of games here. All 8 sheets are in play. You can check out all the live scores on CanadianJuniorCup.ca. Let's see all the standings format for the event. We also do have one other stream sheet on our YouTube channel, Sheet 6. It is a static stream, no commentary, but if you are a fan of the teams playing over there, you can definitely hop over and check out that game.
It just like jumped. Good throw. Once it gets over. Gotta wait 10.
Yeah.
It's like getting over the little bump is hard. Okay. You threw that one really nice. Thanks. Just fine call. Yeah. Here's all. Girl.
First rock here coming by Emily Chervinsky. Has to move this red star roll to the other side of the ring.
Sorry.
A little bit unfortunate there. I would have liked to stick it, hit and rolls to the 2, but jams it. Still manages to clear the house though, setting up for a blank.
This piece so far this game, for sure by both teams. But I think at the end of the day, both teams will probably be pretty happy with the blank early in the competition. Still trying to get used to what the ice is doing. Now, most of these teams would have had a 30-minute pre-event practice earlier this morning, so would have had a decent look at what the ice is doing, but generally when you go out for those practices, it's not quite as fast. The ice is a little bit different than what it is when you actually get to a game, so still want to take that time to make that the adjustments that they need to take a look at how the ice is running.
Yeah, it's shocking.
I think from this side again, because
I thought you said help, and I was like, it looks a little heavy. I was like,
yeah, she gave me less ice, so.
it's tea. Yeah. It's fun. Be ready on any rollout. Yeah, later. You gotta do.
Team Pekowitz taking advantage of the hit and roll out and using it as an opportunity to draw to the forefoot and just figure out that path.
I love.
And when you're in a situation like this, or even the previous shot by Team Terrick, you know, you see one rock wide open and you know it's going towards the front.
420.
It's sometimes easy to think, well, you know, a hit and roll out doesn't really matter that much, and maybe in the grand scheme of things it doesn't. But what it does allow Team Pekowitz to now do is have a free draw to the forefoot, where they get an extra chance to get that weight underneath them, especially at the skip position. Make sure that they have a feel for what draw weight is, which can really pay dividends later on in the game if they need to make a draw against a couple. It's really important that you're always being very precise at all times, even the times that it can be really easy to sort of turn the mind off and not thinking. That goes for Team Pekowitz too, as they make a fantastic block here for the backs. I'm sure that will make increase Julia's confidence quite a bit in case she needs to do it again later.
Yeah, you never know when you have the pressure draw to the button.
That was a 14.8, so it's not as fast. Yeah, it's not quite as fast. I think maybe like you were definitely wide at the end. So I think maybe there's a tiny.
There's a comment there that one of them got a 14 lead on that last draw,
Like
which
there's
would
multiple
be
drop paths, so
significantly
better.
slower than what we see now. I would still
I
expect
think
that
if
it'll
she just if
it'll
she rolls
get
it all
there.
out,
It'll pick up a little bit, but
honestly go ahead. Hit the rock, but yeah, maybe like harder.
go first look here at Zoe Terrick.
Oh, these rocks don't keep up. It's like it's nose.
Originally from Erie, Manitoba, now a student at the University of Manitoba. I believe,
What do you?
actually just looking at this, looks like all four of them are
Love it. You
currently at the University of Manitoba, with the
11-7.
exception of Emily Chervinsky, who's at Red River College, but that'd be a pretty good university team if you ask me.
I'm not sure if that school has a university team.
Right on those. I want to be there to make it
They
louder.
have in previous years. I don't know if
It might be a little soft.
whether or not that's
Because Lila's was really when she put any
helped
like
out or supported
extra on
the
it, it just
university or
had
not,
like
whether it's entirely on
and there some of theirs did it too.
Nice thing, you know. if you have the shot from the mic, you can take this one.
Whoa, no, no, no.
This needs to curl. Looks okay.
Should make
Oh, you're good. That's okay. I just floated it on the release. On the release. I don't think. Wait, I thought you hit broom. Maybe just a little outward. I picked on it. It just was a float. Yeah. I felt it out of hand. I was like, "What is gone? Gone." Yeah. I mean, I saw ours and theirs. Both of us, both teams were doing the same thing. Where you're just like slightly out because one yours did it, mine just did it, and two of theirs did it too. Like if you're ever out the tiniest bit, it just keeps going.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah, that was a 10-9. And like like catching it feels like probably like a 9-8. But you know what I mean?
Zoe Terrick's last.
Like
Looking
when you're
to
catching it,
throw it
it's
through
more
the
than
house. Get the blank. It's getting to see a different line with the shot.
I don't mind the 2. You want to go 3 then? I don't hate it too. 2, 3, yeah.
So with that, we have it right up on the board. Scoreless affair here in the first. Plenty more action to make that happen.
Yeah, it was 9-9.
It's running.
Yeah.
Like you can see. Yeah.
We're back as we pick
Like
up play
16-5.
here in the second end. That's a couple that's just slipping into the rings with the first stone. So we get a look here at Tessa Terrick throwing the lead rocks.
You can probably notice this.
Very
About
good.
18-8, yeah, that'll be in.
Pretty much where your broom is. Yeah, right there.
First, not at all.
Oh my God. You're so smart.
I got 16-3.
Different when you see that line.
Okay, you got it. Okay. I'll give you a little less and just try and get out
That's
all the
going
way
to
to
be
the.
the pattern
Yep.
here in this game. Is Julia, or excuse me, Alexa was asked to throw a guard, and with her first stone, she did just slip into the rings, but they get a second chance at it now. We have a center guard coming, a corner guard up. Should see a few more rocks in front of this.
Yeah, it's looking
I
like
think
it.
it's over 3. It's over
Falling the
curling.
center guard on this one again.
Just a 2.
We'll see
2.
Alexa's
Okay.
adjustment.
3. It's over curling a little, but that's okay. Okay. These just keep running on me. I'm surprised. Jules, can I have a hand more? Back judge.
We have seen, but also in the other games, it does seem to maybe be a little bit quicker coming home too. That's generally where we see a couple of us having misses, and with
Same
Alexa
time.
sliding
Just
a
less
little
add.
bit deeper
Yeah.
than she wanted
I
down.
thought it was
both
down.
of them.
I had
This
a lot
could
of
be an
rotation, so it
indication of
carried
that.
a little bit, I think. But I was trying to
Doesn't
fix
look
the
like
line
it's on
thing
the rings though.
because I slid tight again.
Definitely close, but in either case, not really the best setup for
No.
Team Pekowitz. So Team
Like, it
Terrick's
just
going
keeps
to
surprising
elect
me.
to ignore
Huh?
them, play the draw around this corner
It's
instead.
like the way it's working is surprising. Like I was like,
This
oh,
one seems
2.
to be
I 2.
moving
Yeah.
down pretty quick too.
It keeps going. Yeah.
It's that second end. Ice picked up that little bit more.
Okay, take 3. I like how junky it is. I don't. I hate it. Oh, really? Yeah, I just get stressed. These are just so tight. I mean, if we throw this, they can't throw that. I mean, they come hit and roll under us. What? They hit and roll if we do that. You like that?
I thought back forward back.
It's just really tight, but we can try it. Do we have that spot? Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'll just give
I
you
like
like
this a lot
similar.
more
I think
I
think same is
Those
okay.
guards are really
Like,
good
I don't
for
think
you. I
that's
mean,
bad.
they're created a little bit tighter than you'd like them to be, but they do have a stagger, so there is the opportunity to hide something pretty well around them.
More? No.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll see Team Terrick choosing to make a double on those top two.
Has a lot of room. A lot of room.
Waiting on this one to curl.
It looks like it's. Can you curl? Curl. Keep going. You have room for weight. You can go. You can go. Keep it moving. Keep curling. Yeah, finish. Really good, sweet. No, you're
Ended
fine.
up in a pretty good spot. Not quite buried, but
Yeah.
probably as good as you're reasonably going to be able to
Yeah.
do.
I'm like totally.
Zoe calling the hit and roll on that top red. So we'll see.
She
that
kind of
top
like
goes.
did the like whole like
Great thing about
pushing
that
it into
stagger
the
is any
ground.
sort
So
of
she like
hold you get
grinds it
means
in.
that that red rock
Yeah.
isn't really
Not
going
the
to go
first
anywhere.
two,
You're going to
so
stay
that's why
right
the
there.
first two was looked pretty cool. Her life was a lot better on that one. Oh great. Hey, gotta take it where you can get it. Like good result though. Yeah. Good call.
This one moving pretty hard.
Good result. I thought we were playing the tech. I was confused. They did.
Not
We're
what
under them. Ah, sorry. No, you're good.
they had wanted.
I mean, they're so
I
thin.
don't think.
Yeah. You have none of this. Do you have any? No. What you
Bit
think?
of a dodge. Like moves.
Move some
There's
stuff
no
around.
stagger
Move some
anymore.
double
Move some
back.
stuff around. Still a lot of work to do for sure, but I do think it's a slight
I
improvement
like that.
in
It's okay.
position that they have.
There's a few double opportunities or hit and rolls available.
Light's okay. Light's always pro side. Yeah. Where are we? 8. Whoa, 8. 6. Last set. We're tight. We're tight. Whoa, we're tight. Okay. Curl. Curl. We're tight. Curl. Keep it going. Curl.
Pretty good result out of that. Maybe nice tap to the top of the eight, but now going buried.
Nope, that's okay. Yeah, she just. I honestly couldn't have done it. It's hard because I wanted to roll it further so
Team Terrick's gonna have to make the reds go away.
That's why I wanted to leave it.
Good call.
Yeah.
You'd be tempted
Like, got it,
maybe a little
Maddie.
bit
One
to
of
look at
three
that
double
rock on the
options. Which one?
left-hand side. To play a hit and roll behind, probably maybe even make a double on that rock that's on the other side of the forefront. But that doesn't really deal with
Only
the
bad
rocks
for
that
the
are
top one
causing
and
you
that's
issues.
fine.
And right now, that tight guard is going to cause you a lot of problems in the long term. Would love to get rid of a couple reds.
Hard, hard, hard.
It's a nice shot by Maddie Hollins.
Maddie.
Moves everything around and leaves their own guard up. So very,
Last time I forgot to come over
very
here and take
easy
my
to
gripper
run
off.
back if
Like, I
Team
gotta do
Pekowitz
it.
is able
today.
to get something around it.
She gave you a touch more. She gave you a touch more. She gave you a hair more. Oh, okay. How's my weight? It was fine. It was like teeth. Sorry.
Can hear
No,
a
it's
lot of
all good.
communication
Don't worry.
going on out there.
That's great to hear. That's what they're going to need.
Eight, 7, 8. Austin. I don't think it's an 8. I think it's T. It's like 8. It's like exactly button. Stop. I love that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That line was much better. Yeah, good line.
Brock stopping a little bit
Yeah.
deeper than they wanted. Back button.
Good line.
Or by Rafael.
Yeah.
Like tight on my first. Yeah, first one was tight, I think. Okay.
It is
Was my release?
overburied.
I'm not sure. You can ask her. Yeah,
Let's
when you
see.
go down
Joey Terrick falling
there. Just
back here.
Yeah, I think that might have put it in. Yeah. Or I mean, on that one, that's why it's heavy. Oh, yeah.
So,
It's one of them.
yeah, really opens it up. Which
I
is,
like the center bar.
I
Or
think
we
if
can hit and
they
roll.
really wanted to
I like
do
the
it.
center though. Yeah. I don't think I can slide too slow. Yes, exactly.
Currently a junior at Dublin High
That hit
School.
exactly where the broom was held. It didn't curl at all.
Difference in
Little ad.
ages
Little
did
bit of
between two teams. Team Terrick in college and university instead is skip for Team Pekowitz is starting off as the college, but the other two are high school students as well. So a little bit of difference.
Keep going, Max. Oh. That's fine. Okay. Sorry. Okay, just a little out. That's fine. Yeah.
Kind of like this way, yeah.
It's fine. It is the line needed to go. If it was any length, really.
10.
Okay. Oh, for sure. Preach. Because then it's easy to chase. Yeah. And we're looking at a force. I like it. Did I have room? Okay. The other issue was that your other ones were a little bit tighter. Than you're expecting.
Yeah.
Falling for the double here. Nice double. But
A really nice job of making Madison. Madison should have a very easy shot for one hand.
it's a nice shot by Pekowitz.
Nice. Control. You got it.
Feel like
I like to roll away. Yeah. That way. No. No? Why don't mind rolling under? Sure. Yeah. Other turn. Oh, yeah. Wait. Control. No, less. Yeah. She started moving the broom. I was like, damn, stop. What? Wait. Control. Okay, I'm just trying to get that roll under, yeah? Yep. I was gonna try crossing it, but I think this is the easier way. Yeah, I think so.
So
Just be
first
ready,
one
three.
by
Yep.
Julia Pekowitz in the second.
Even half under's good.
We'll
Yep.
leave this yellow. It's a 2.
well, Pekowitz is playing
Yeah.
with 3.
Yeah.
Not our first team on the 3 playing.
Just less. Sorry. No, you're good. It just like took off. Maybe a little down, but I didn't think so out of hand. So I don't know. It just like dove. That one just went. Did I dump it? No, I didn't feel it. I felt like anything else. And it was 10-8. I think that's just a line. Yeah. Until proven otherwise. Yeah. That's okay. Sorry. You're okay. You hit the right rock. I thought I hit the broom too. I was so confused. I think if anything, you were like your regular outside edge. Yeah. Okay. We'll just keep that in mind. I can be a little more positive. Yeah. Because that was a 10-8. So like solid control. Yeah. Fine. Huh, weird. It's fine. I went from like, yeah, you could probably clean to hard piece in like in a second.
And but deciding to dip aggressively with their around the point of the side.
This line is a little quick. Oh yeah.
Using
We
the
just sort of
set up for the twos. So this is a different draw path than we've
started to
thrown
curl.
so far in the game. So
Yeah.
we'll see how they
She's real light though.
manage that.
Do you like coming under that? Well, I think it's in. 16-6. Holy cow.
It's like
It's
just
shots.
downing it.
Yeah.
Sweeper's working really hard.
I just am stunned that that's there.
Does get shot rock though.
I think it'll move. Alexa! More than half. Okay, I think board.
Good
I like it.
comment there
Okay.
Someone on the Pekowitz team
It's
got
taking off a little bit.
66.
Yeah.
I think it's probably Min, right?
Stunned that
Or
it
I
got
don't know.
there, and I think that's kind of what we're hearing from a lot of the teams.
Yeah.
A bit surprised at how quick the ice is so far this weekend.
Forward. Yeah. I think so. Let's get as close as we can to the guard without getting. Yep. Because ideally we could be like right off the center line. Yeah. Oh. Just forward. Like honestly, similar weight that I've been throwing. Yeah. All the rest might have been a little bit. Just be ready straight because they've been kind of taking off.
Okay, sounds good.
Sorry, you're good. Sorry.
Final stone here by Julia Pekowitz, wanting to remove.
Yep.
Off the center line.
Slips to so
Yeah,
the
we're one
aggressive
for
play
sure.
by
Was it
Team
just
Terrick
on?
pays
You
off.
got
It's
it.
not
It was
Rip and
Benny.
draw to the house.
But you hit the brim. 10-6, so a little more than your last. It's all good. Not bothered.
It's good enough.
Yeah, sorry.
Right. This is the draw path that Zoe threw in her draw for hammer.
Should have a very good read on what the speed's going to be. Needs a piece of the 8.
Little more. Top 4.
All you.
Top 8.
Gotta be 8 foot.
Top 8.
Hard, girls, get it here. Hard. We're fine.
Top 4.
Okay.
This looks pretty good. Coming in nice.
And it will be as it comes to settle just at the top edge of the 4 foot. So after a blank in the first, Team Terrick strikes first. They take 2 in the second. And after a quick break, we'll be back with third end of play, a 2-0 lead for Team Terrick.
Good one, Zoe.
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
Anyways,
You got it, Tessa.
And we pick up here in the third end of play. Look at the lead stone thrown by Tessa Terrick.
No.
Be close. Oh, no, we're good.
little bit of an over curl there.
We gotta put that up.
Wait, but both teams seem to be struggling with those rocks close to the center line. We've seen a couple over curls
I
on
forgot.
some
Maddie's
hits,
like, put the
a
score
few
up. I'm
guards
like, okay.
and draws
Figure
over
it out.
curling. I mean, even last time we saw Alexa Pekowitz's guards curl to about that same spot. I mean, this
We're
one
tight. Very tight.
could be
Tight.
something with
Little
the ice that we just need to see a little bit of an adjustment by the team.
Straight
Take a bit more
Straight
ice. Give themselves some room to work with.
Really
So
coming
looking
down.
at the booms that they're placing, it seems to be significantly less than what we were seeing in our previous 2 games today.
Sorry. It's okay. I just. Okay.
Yeah, most of the teams were
That
taking
did not
pretty
run
close
like the
to
other
edge of
ones
the gate,
did.
but I thought on
Sorry,
those
Julia.
rounds.
Okay. I thought that was like basketball. That's my bad. That's okay.
You got it.
6 feet more?
Yeah.
Okay.
back 8. Yeah. For sure back 8. Nope.
Maddie,
Go, Maddie, go. Hard, Maddie, go, 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 go.
Okay.
Wow, that really came off.
Very nice draw there, but slips a little bit too deep, so leaves the opportunity
came off
now for
the
Team
end.
Pekowitz to follow them down, make a freeze.
It really came off at the end. We thought it was going.
It like dug in. Green Lila. Back 12. Back 12. Whoa, line's fine. It has a lot of 12. It's coming. Whoa, back 12.
You could hear Alexis say as she was sliding out that she slipped pushing out of the hack.
Just tell her she's throwing
So
like
she didn't have any feel on that
I don't
one.
know.
She didn't know where it was.
She like fell out of the hat. It's fine. She's doing a lot of rotation. Sorry, I slipped out of the hat. Oh, that's scary. Oh well. Yeah. Julia told me to tell you it was just a little spinny. What? Julia told me to tell you it was just a little spinny. Yeah. That was just a bad slide. Yeah, I told her that. Yeah. Not my best. Hey, not ever.
Fortunately
Okay,
makes the
okay.
hit, but makes the hit on the nose, so a little bit of a pocket building there at the back of the forefoot. Team Pekowitz can come down to the
Just ignore that.
Yellowstone that's buried, bump it back a foot, and it's going to be pretty hard to remove.
Nemesha.
Pretty big opportunity for Team Pekowitz. See how they adjust based on the last.
Gotta be.
Rock still not touching the center line to cross the corner, but slowly working its way.
The weight's good, it should get a little bit of kick.
Or two. Like
that.
Really?
Fantastic shot there.
God. Thanks. No.
by
That's
Alexa
really
Pekowitz.
Just totally. Yeah. 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 And this is never getting there. It's so spinny. She was like, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So 15 here? Yeah. Hers was 15 5. So yeah.
Sorry.
Team Terrick calling the corner freeze on that red one.
I think just try to follow them down, get something in front there. Don't have to necessarily make it perfect or be shot or anything like that, but just lock one down on top and you're at the very least going to cut down a fair bit of the scoring area for the other team.
Looking for a good one here from Maddie. Sweeper's trying to make a curl.
This is what you kind of like if you're the team trying to clump things up a little bit, but
I
at some
really like.
point,
Huh?
uh,
Your rock's in such a good
he's always
spot.
going to try to do something
They
to
just
grow
did.
those
Yeah, I love
yellow
the corner
stones at the
freeze.
back. That's really not
Okay,
helping
the
him.
other. It just. Control. Kate.
Now Lila's going to have a great opportunity to make a little hit and roll behind, and if you do, you're probably going to make a double with it and get rid of that yellow in the back of the foot, which is definitely isn't something you would be too upset about.
This hack is like so. It's slippery. Ten, 5, 11. Yeah. Hard. Whoa. Nice shot. Good, Lila. Really good.
Nice double there.
Great sweep. Great call.
Not quite. That one just rolled to the back 8.
Yeah, which could actually be a pretty good thing for Julia's team. I mean, if you try to make the red double with Team Terrick right
That
now,
was so cute. I loved it.
it looks like there's a very good chance that both of those reds could jam and stick around.
That's it, boys. Huh?
Emily Chowinski going down to look at it with the angles.
Every time they slam, I get like startled.
One of those reds has to go.
Yeah, ours is like frozen over yours, I think. I think ours is like frozen.
Oh, lit.
You kind of have to try and
Deal
throw
with
this a
that.
little bit
Are
hard.
we 1-2 or just 1?
Even if you'd love to just tick that second red on the way by just to unlock it, maybe you have a chance
But
to
like deal with it.
make the double, although it looks like it's frozen on there pretty good. But at least you have to throw hard, make sure one of the reds go.
His faces.
You might be able to cut there out a little bit,
Okay. Okay.
but nose is fine. It's just like that rock's in the control spot, so
Yeah. Okay, we're trying.
yeah, 9-5.
Not throwing it super hard. Only a 10-second hit. Which is about a control. It is really curling though. See if she gets by. That rubbed off the guard.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that, I think.
We get that much of it.
Wasn't sure. I couldn't really see. Makes a pretty good shot.
Yeah, it does kind of what I was talking about before. I really don't think it was possible to make the double, but at least unlocks that second redstone. So now Violet Farm will have to be a little bit more careful with the placement on this. Try to make a good.
It's up. Yeah. Oh. Girl. Yeah, straight. Roll. Good throw.
That's did it
No, you're
pretty
good.
well. It doesn't get fully underneath, but I think buries enough that it is good.
I think the only way to lose those two reds for Team Terrick is to play the cross-face double. And lose the shape.
It's like kind of ignored her because I knew that we needed
That
to
does give
Thank you.
Pekowitz a
Sweepers and
opportunity.
We always know. But then she was like, really good.
Not throwing a lot here.
I'll have to listen eventually. Really?
Maybe they're just trying to like jam it, but stay on top and stay in control of the area. This one definitely needs to curl though.
Hits about a quarter of a rock. Goes over the top.
So now big opportunity here for to sink a draw in a round, and you're really starting to think about 3 or more then if you can make a good draw here.
Gotta go, Indy. Help. One, and you even let me. Gotta go straight.
Skipper coming in to sweep on this one.
Hard, girl. You got it. You're doing great. Hard straight. Get by. Forward, fine. Okay. 59 clean. 59
Just
clean.
didn't have to wait. I think the line was actually pretty good. If you have 6 feet more, 8 feet more,
Can't be
you
heavy.
can get by the guard pretty good.
I was like, I'm gonna have to run. I knew. I was like, I'm making my second debut this game.
Well, I was just like, oh crap, can't be heavy, and then I was not heavy.
Yeah.
Similar to your last one, then. Hey.
No, they
Yeah.
trained it.
Yeah, probably
Make a
closer to
good draw.
15.
It's gonna be tough to chase for Team Pekowitz. Two-point lead without the hammer. You'd love to get out of this one with a force and really be in control.
Good thing.
Switch! Top four!
This rock's needing to curl a little bit.
Top 8!
Gotta too.
Stop forward, hard Tessa, go! Let him work, go, full forward, go. Sorry.
And a pretty good spot because it's a little difficult to deal with and very easy to promote for Team Terrick.
Sorry.
Team Pekowitz.
Yeah, it's difficult to think about what to do here. There's probably an in-turn draw where you could get in and sitch second shot, but then it's still a pretty easy top up for Zoe.
Sitting high enough too that playing even a soft weight hit risks the jam.
Yeah, I was just thinking that if you threw perfect weight just through maybe just hack kind of thing, you played it really close to the guard, you could probably get up to nose, remove it, and sit two that way, but very good chance that you either touch the guard or if you're a little bit wide, run it into your own. So difficult to see that one, but this is a pretty makeable draw to sit two, and the thing is you don't even really need to sit two because Team Terrick still has to be very careful with their promotion, with their small bump on the Yellowstone. If ever they were a little bit heavy, maybe rolled off, suddenly there's a double for three.
Got room, we have room. Curl side! Always curl! Really gotta curl! You're good. It's just really frosty. Yeah, you're kind of way out there. Yeah, just really got way out there. It didn't curl back. I don't think we got
The first rock being thrown that wide during the game.
I mean,
Probably just got caught up in some fresh spot on the ice, a little bit of frost and lost a bit of weight. I think if she's throwing that down a nicer path, maybe on a draw to the button, maybe the weight would have been a little bit closer.
Team Terrick choosing to tap their yellow onto the red.
I think there's also I was a little bit wider. Yeah.
I think was the call, or just promote it up that little bit.
Yeah, there's two options here. You could tap it on an angle, try to tap it to sort of quarter frozen on the red. The other option is if your weight's really good, you could let it curl up to the nose or get slightly to the inside, tap it to the top of the button. That way, if Julia ever did try and play a hit on the shot on your rock that you just threw, then that would be the one that jams on the red.
Tessa, hard Tessa, hard. Back hard. Go Tessa, go. Hard, a little bit more, Tessa, go.
Okay.
Just missing the rock. Shooter sliding past the back
That's quite a
line.
bit more than I thought it was, though. Yeah. I didn't think she was through. I didn't think I threw that much more. It didn't look like it.
So it's an open draw for two here for Julia. Just needs a good piece of the forefoot, probably
That's
half
okay.
four.
Yeah, it ran really straight on you with that weight, but you got close in the end.
Yeah, as close as we can. I like. Do you like a 410? Huh? 410 or 420? 415. 415. Okay. Yeah. Split the difference. Full 4, okay? Or half 4, but let's get full 4. Yep. If you need Lila, just yell. You might have to curl it at the end, because we're taking a bit extra. Yep.
Can hear them talking about paths and speeds.
Really important to have that much communication
room.
here, especially going
I
out
think it's close,
a little
I think
bit
it's
wider into a new spot. Alexa thinks it's a little bit heavy out of her hand. Might have the chance to dig in out in this fresher path.
Needs to curl though to grab a piece of the forefoot. Just not
Okay,
quite
good try.
getting there.
Just didn't curl.
Yeah, didn't quite have the line. Got a little bit full. Weight was maybe a little max, but definitely was enough to make it, which is a little bit less ice or a little bit more curl. But as it is one on the board for Team Pekowitz. So when we come back after a short break,
She just has like
Team
a slight
Terrick
motion
out of the
sometimes.
Heather Curling
I'm
Club
sure that's it.
in Winnipeg will have the hammer and a 1-point advantage.
I gave that one extra out. And
And
it
we're
just
back
okay. Yeah.
here in the fourth end of draw 3 of the World Financial Group Canadian Junior Cup.
Just control.
These teams are playing off for a pretty big prize this weekend, Corey. You would know firsthand. All expense paid trip to Switzerland. Mid-February, I believe, are the dates, second or third week of February, and involves not only a trip to Switzerland, but we'll also be playing in the Swiss Cup over there, which is the sister event of the Canadian Junior Cup here.
Well, that's the hard thing with one sweeper is it's like you have
Winners
no one
of
to look
that
up.
Swiss Cup come over
there's
here
only
to
one
play
of
in this
you.
one, so we do have 2 Swiss teams in the event this weekend.
Such a bad slide, but it worked.
Yeah, the parents are
I'm
cheering
like-
a little bit beside us as I mentioned that, but you had the experience of
I'm
going
so
on that
twisted
trip,
up.
of course, winning last year,
Good sweep.
this event last year. Talk a little bit about
No,
what that's
it
like,
rolled to a good
you know, traveling to another country, getting that kind of experience, but also like what has that experience meant to
Julia
you
was
as a
screaming
player
and, like,
in
moving her arms
making yourself
so
a
that
better
I started
curler
yelling.
moving forward?
Yes.
It was like Grant and his team here at the Junior Cup did a fantastic job
Yeah, they rolled
organizing
really
that
well.
trip. We had a
But they got
wonderful
there.
time in
15
Switzerland.
too.
Did a little bit of sightseeing for the first few days when we got there before actually heading to Bern, which was where the event was held last year.
A little bump's okay.
And the teams there were so lovely, all so sweet and nice, all the teams that we played against. You know, all very social group of people. It's interesting to see the differences, for sure, between
Keep a broom down,
curling here in
Lila.
Ontario versus
You have room,
internationally.
room.
But I think
curl side.
getting that opportunity
Curl
to
side.
play against international teams or even
Pass
teams
the
not
curl. Take
from
a
this
look.
province,
Careful. Whoa.
we have some American teams here as well.
Whoa. No.
It's a great opportunity because you only get better by playing the best.
Just let it finish.
And you only learn from that. So
Okay.
it's a great learning opportunity for young curlers to
That's okay.
improve their game.
Oh, for sure, and I think especially anytime, I mean, you know, I know it's not necessarily like a world championship or something like that, but anytime
Yeah,
you get to
it's hard if they roll on
represent
top.
your own country and travel internationally and,
fine.
you know, play with your team's flag somewhere on your jersey,
hard 'cause you
it's
have no one
something
to look
that,
up.
you know,
It's
you're very
okay.
proud of, and, you know, it's something you're going to remember for a long, long time, too.
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah, those aren't memories that I'm gonna ever forget.
Steamroll. Okay. Yep. Yuck. 10-4, she just said it. Hey, just a little draw.
We do have a few rocks in play here. Interesting setup with that one not quite making the double, but does hang around at the edge of the rings, it looks like. So yellow is sitting first and third shots.
My foot keeps slipping. I know, mine too.
Julia needs to be a little bit careful of calling these next couple, making sure to get this redstone in a viable position. A little bit heavy here. If you bounce off, you could leave a double to sit
Straight.
clean.
Whoa, line's fine for now. I think you might want to go. Yeah. Yep. Go. Yellow. No,
I think it
curl
hung
side,
on.
curl side. Whoa, yeah, that's what I didn't want to do. Whoa, no.
This rock needs to sit down. You don't want to bounce off this
Okay,
yellow.
that's fine. Alex, come here. Yeah.
Real slightly,
that one
I
stick
think
around?
it's just
What?
good
No,
enough.
okay,
Corey,
did that
what do
stick
you think?
around?
Yeah, I'm not sure the double is quite there. It didn't bounce far enough. It looks to be hard to tell from our angle upstairs, but it looks to be a little bit buried.
I think it's definitely at least possible, maybe with hack weight, to play a little bump, roll to the inside,
Slow down. Yeah.
probably run it into the one back, into the redstone back eight and bump
If you're not
that one.
rushing, I mean, if you're tight and you take the guard, it's fine.
It's really important with these is just controlling the shooter. So throwing a weight that you know you're going to be able to work with the brooms. Honestly, you'd love to get rid of a red rock and, you know, keep that opportunity for a big end alive. But honestly, even if you throw backline weight, as long as you make a really nice little flop and roll behind the guard, you're going to have a chance to put a big number on the board. Whether or not you kill any of those reds. You don't necessarily need to bring that other yellow into play to have a chance. This one curling early, though.
Sweeper's on it right out of Maddie's hand.
And we've seen both teams get caught in this spot earlier on in the game.
Okay. That's fine.
Rolls just past the center line on either side.
It's quiet, hey?
Not quite bumping
Yeah.
that red guard into play. Or
Just nose control.
Yeah, I think
Just nose. Yeah, this is this
Team
is control in
Pekowitz
my
looking
brain.
to
That's my
hit
bad.
and stick
What?
to sit
We're
3.
good.
okay, just control, I think.
Yeah.
And just nose.
Definitely makes sense.
This is control.
Okay, got it.
I thought about for a brief second
good.
about you. I think you could just throw a guard if you want to be a bit more aggressive. I know yellow is sitting shot, but you'll probably have a few chances to make a play at that. I don't mind this call at all, though. I think it's I think it's smart.
Street. Hard. Yeah, keep going.
Gotta go hard not to take out their
You
own.
got it, you got it. Keep going, come on. Okay, Lila, that's fine. Okay. Like you just
A little bit of a miss there.
It takes out their own, but also bumps that yellow up a little bit, a little closer to the redstone, increases the chances of jamming
She said you were tight.
that later.
really?
Jules.
Really not a good result there for Lila.
Oh. I was like, I don't think I
And
slipped
Emily
it.
Cherwinski won't waste any time immediately getting ready in the hack and getting ready to make this draw around that corner.
That I believe.
All good. Don't worry about it.
That sucks, sorry.
Just get to the next one. You're fine.
Sweeper's going to get it by. Weight looks good. Nice draw by Emily.
Where to? Whoa, no.
This one's got a curl to get off the guard.
Okay. All right, that's
Curls
fine.
just enough to make the hit.
That's fine.
Yeah, but unfortunately rolling out is not a very good result. Now Zoe wants to take it on, and I think she will. Now you can remove that redstone at the back and sit
Yeah, I was
3.
in my head about dumping that one, and then
You didn't even like dump it. You just had a slight inward motion.
Yeah.
You slid good. It was almost like you kind of like out-inted it. You know what I mean? Like it was almost like an out-in motion. Yeah. You're good though. No worries.
gross. Sorry, those were bad.
Not getting the roll she wanted. And then
Okay.
knows the rock.
Just the freeze? No,
Okay.
I don't think so. I think it's too risky.
Okay, is that one in?
Yes, that's the issue. I think it's too risky.
I love it.
Control.
You got it.
Got it.
Sorry.
Yep.
I know, right? And it curled early and then it stopped.
Has to roll under. Yep.
Like just like the classic center line straightened out, but it straightened out. I was like, God damn it.
Take your time.
My first one, I thought I kicked pretty full already.
Like the
I was
issue
like,
with
I
that side one
don't
is
add.
in, so
Usually
just be ready.
I add a little bit on my release, so I didn't add, and it just curled crazy.
Yes!
Yep.
Yes! Hard! Whoa!
Team Pekowitz looking to make a hit and roll themselves under the guards.
That's my bad. I
Makes
panicked.
the nose hit.
All good.
I think you just need to let it go.
You're good.
You're good.
I panicked.
It's okay.
I
I think it was a little spinny, Benny, but like spinny. I thought it was soft, if anything. Oh, maybe. I don't know. It was 9-5. Okay, wait. I was expecting it to go off the center line more. Slide. Oh. Do you find the pack slippery? I keep sliding. 10-5, yeah. As I'm trying to slide. See what I did there? Are you ready on this? You can sit down. Yes, okay.
There's no chance here with Zoe Terrick's first to move this red stone and continue to sit three. Would love to roll a couple rocks away from that corner guard to take away the chance from Julia to make the hit and roll.
Girl. 10-5. Hard, Tessa. 10-5. Hard.
Going hard on the curl
Hard, you're so close. Go,
stick around.
A little more.
This one's looking pretty good.
It's got to sit down.
Just one last turn there will go too far, so
You only have
bit of a missed
on
opportunity.
that side, which kind of sucks. Yeah.
But still, it's a
like
tough
either- I mean, but
decision
it's
here
risky
for
'cause of
Julia
this.
Pekowitz.
Right.
I mean,
Is that are these houses good?
you could
or do
hit
we
the
need to
wide
buy more?
one and just give up the two,
I
but
would, if I knew I
give
do
up the
this,
two, you know, you're
I think
down
it's this because I don't know what else I do. Like this
4-1.
isn't helpful.
4-1.
Like even this isn't.
Not
horrible.
really looking
Yeah.
like you're heading towards a really
I
great
think I tried
spot,
to go
but
like here.
if you
I
try
love
to
it. It's
take
hard,
everything
but
away
it's
and
hard,
play the
but you're
draw,
such a
then
curler.
suddenly you're bringing three into play. So
Okay. I love it. It's great. Is that enough? Yeah.
If it's the third in the same
with the discussion there, looks like they're going to play the draw.
This is a very crucial shot. If it's not made, you're looking at giving up a
I
3.
just don't like the hit. Yeah. What? Buried. We have to be buried. Yeah. I mean, obviously, but like where?
when you go on it,
Under the top, like sorry, back 4 under like you have to once you're by, you've got to bury it. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Last. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's in. What weight are you thinking? 415? Yeah. Okay. Just keep up room close, but once you're by, you gotta.
If they say it isn't, so.
Really
On the
good.
rock here for Julia Pekowitz
Warm.
out of the Broomstones and Denver Curling Clubs.
Room.
A lot of rotation on this
I
one.
can't touch this.
Sweeper not touching it.
How heavy? Huh? How heavy? Back line. Okay. Sorry, I should have had her curl it earlier. No, I didn't give you a great time. 80. That was like what you were throwing on the
This
outside
one
That's
going
okay.
through the rings.
And so it'll
You
be an
haven't really
open
thrown it
draw.
around. Well, never mind. No, I just threw true last end. Yeah, I.
Paint,
forgot.
as
I
they
just
say,
wanted to
for
know.
3
I should have had
here
her curl.
for Zoe Terrick.
And
Take a commanding lead going into the back half of this one.
Yeah. We'll find out when we get down there.
That was the risk with the draw.
And again, another chance here. You know,
Yeah. It's pretty
don't think about it too much, just hit the paint. But at the same time, you know, why not, if you're the sweepers, why not try and put it on the button, right? Increase that confidence of your skip. Make sure they know exactly what that draw weight is, not only for the rest of this game, but also, you know, moving forward throughout the rest of the weekend. You may end up back on this sheet in a playoff match. So good to put these in good spots and keep it in your back pocket.
T.
Sweeper's just cleaning this one down.
T line.
Thinking the weight's really close.
Good. Good.
A nice draw there.
Yeah, we'll settle in just at the back of the 4 foot, so that will be 3 for Team Terrick out of the Heather Curling Club in Winnipeg, Manitoba. They will take a 5-1 lead going into the back half of this one.
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
And we're back as we pick up action here in the
You got it.
start of the 5th end.
You got it.
Tessa Terrick readies herself in the hack to deliver the first stones of the end. So we've seen 4 ends of play so far here, Tori, and you know, honestly, I would say that both of the teams are playing fairly well. Just a couple of miscues there in that last one by the Pekowitz team. On that hit that they were trying, they just ticked their own. Another hit that they hit rolled out. So I think really the key for them is just to sort of clean up a little bit of that roughness around the edges, making sure that you're sticking around on your hits, making sure that your draws are in the vicinity of where you need them. You don't have to be perfect in the back half of this one if you want to try and claw back, but you just need to be that little bit more precise. As for Team Terrick, you know, I think maybe just be a little bit sharper on those draws. We saw them get into a little bit of trouble in the 3rd end going away. Definitely got out of it, made some great shots to give themselves a chance, but definitely could have been a 2 or maybe even a 3 for Pekowitz in that end if they were able to capitalize on it. So maybe just sharpen up a little bit on those draws. We saw a great draw coming back in that last end, so I think that's a great sign going forward. But otherwise, continue your strong play, and I think we're going to get a good look at how strong they are as hitters here in this back half trying to defend this lead. We talked a little bit earlier about the experience that comes with competing internationally and what that can do for the rest of your career. And after talking about that, I was taking a look at the program, some of the previous champions that have won this event on either side. A lot of very recognizable names. I mean, just going through the men's side, you see names like, Glenn Howard, Kawaja, John Bass, Wayne Madaw, Richard Hart. Jumping forward after that a few years, you got your John Morrises, your Savills.
We have
your
our Matt
Langs.
Halls.
Okay, well that was a little bit further. I wasn't going to mention it, but thank you twice actually. Thank you. But even around there, you have guys like Jake Walker who went on to win a Canadian Junior Championship. Matt Cam, Scott Howard, who are still around on the scene. Even on the women's side, as you look through all that, I see Tori Zemelink, of course, last year. But even, as you go through the past, you see so many recognizable names. Allison Goring out of Ontario, who ended up making a Scotties final after that. Kim Gillard, Silvana Tiranzoni won the event, coming over from Switzerland in 1997. Rachel Homan, Emma Miskew, Laura Crocker, a lot of very recognizable names. Jamie Sinclair, Lynn Krev, and as you go through, you just find more and more of these names. So I think it's a really big stepping stone to not only play in this event, but if you do happen to win it and get that international experience, just sets you up for even more success in the future.
So that's a shot that could have actually been called for me. Yeah. Crazy times.
You knew. You were like, none of this BS, Julia. I know what I'm throwing.
Okay.
Few misses there by Team Terrick, allowing Pekowitz to set up a nice end here. Chance to draw around the corner. Oh, sorry, split the house.
That curled a lot though.
Yeah.
Right?
For how heavy it was,
I
yeah.
was like, oh my gosh. The carving, it really affects it on this ice.
Yeah, it
which is
does.
nice.
I understand this call. I think I would have liked to see one more go around that corner guard though, especially with their rock being T-line.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think by playing the other side, you're conceding a little bit to the opposition. If you make a really good draw there, now I think they did slip a little too far, but if you make a good draw to that other side, with a 4-point lead, you might just see Team Terrick walk up, make a nose hit, sit shot, and sort of force you to play it. At that point, you could still, after that, ignore it and go around the guard and try and get things worked out, but you've sort of conceded a little bit of that advantage back to the opposition. So, albeit with that one slipping a little bit too far, now Team Terrick wastes no time to walk up and peel. They won't make any run back, but does get rid of the guard, exposes that red stone on the other side.
Maddie wanted that turn.
Now you don't really have many options to try and get more than 2. Still possible with that red sticking back there, but you're likely hoping for a couple misses out of the Terrick squad to help you there.
Pekowitz looking to try and split the house again.
Thinking about a lot of the former champions of this event, and that last time when I was going through the lineup actually got me thinking about a lot of the teams that have been here who haven't been champions of necessarily this event, but have gone on to do great things after, especially from the Swiss side. I know Marco Hosley was here for a couple years, who went on to win a silver medal at the World Juniors, and is now obviously playing in quite a few Grand Slams and working his way into that side of the circuit. I believe Xenia Schwaller may have been here 1 year on the women's side. For some reason I recognize that name, but I might be wrong on that. But there have been a number of good teams over the years from both sides of the pond that have come here and gone on to do great things.
Okay, yeah, you got it. Yeah, I like this. Okay. 10?
So not being able to capitalize on splitting the house there. So Team Terrick looking to hit to sit 3 on Team Pekowitz.
Yep. 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 Whoa.
Emily Cherinsky looking to make a hit and roll here.
Whoa. Whoa.
Girl! Hey, well, watch her off.
See where this rolls to. Rolls to make a double.
Very nice.
Well, that worked, I guess.
Not exactly sure if that was the call the whole way. Maybe he was looking just to make the roll, but gets a little bonus out of it. Moves both of the red stones and takes a lot away here from Julia.
Her reaction didn't look like that was the call.
I had a feeling you were going to do that. What? But I had a feeling you were going to do that.
Still, you'll take it.
That's why I like that, Chris. Yeah. Nice shot. Yep. I was standing up in the head.
Okay, whoa. All right. It's okay. Just go out on that one. You kicked the same as just add different.
Team Pekowitz throwing up a corner guard again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think their plan was to come into the rings, maybe try and make a freeze, ended up a little bit light. This call I'm a little bit surprised by Team Terrick. I mean, with a 4-point lead, I think a corner guard, especially not having the hammer, those corner guards, those rocks at the back of the 12, that's only ever really helping your opponent. I thought I might see them walk up and peel that corner guard. At least then if your opponent ever does make a really good freeze, it's wide open, you could probably just blast it out. This draw, if you make it really well, yes, it does sort of put the screws to your opponent, but if you ever are a little bit heavy or slip a little bit deep, gives the other team an opportunity to make a good freeze. Albeit very well done by Emily Cherinsky, puts that in a fantastic spot. Puts a lot more pressure on Team Pekowitz, but things you need to sort of be aware of is we all love to make perfect shots, but what's going to happen if you aren't quite as precise as you would like to be?
Good. Thanks. Did you get a time?
4, 5. Needs to curl right now. 7. This is like perfect for let it be. Okay. All right.
Not even that. It's
Yeah,
not
nose
the
is
worst
right.
thing
Yeah,
ever
this
for
This is dumb.
Lila.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, 'cause you can't really roll out. So hair roll under, nose is pretty
Rolls
good.
off into the open, so this is an open hit.
Okay.
Taps it
Gross.
at Yellowstone
Okay.
back. If
Should have a piece of it open if they need to.
for two options, you could play a little hit and flop behind the corner guard, or if Zoe ever rolls away on this hit, then you do have the option to play the draw again, make that freeze a little bit better.
You got it.
Zoe Terrick looking to make the hit and roll here. I think just half a rock under.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to roll right underneath. That might afford Julia the chance to hit and roll back under on that wide Yellowstone and sit shot buried behind two. Even just rolling edge on edge with this corner guard, I think is perfect.
Maddie, go! Hard roll, any roll.
I think that's pretty good. Now if Julia ever does get something around, you have a rock, you can easily run back to remove it.
Now hitting and rolling off this one, you're not necessarily going to get shot rock,
Yeah, good call.
If they nose it, they're not.
but it could be a good setup shot.
And if they do this like they've been talking, you just slash it.
They're looking at a few options.
Yeah, I was sliding light. Sorry. You like this? It's edge to edge. How much do you have? Edge to edge.
You're in a little bit of trouble here. I think I
Even
do
with,
like that
hacks?
first shot.
I mean, hacks. Like, let's
You
say
were
you just
talking
pretend
about
like you're
just hit
drawing
and
down
roll
to
in
it, and then you
a
just get
little
like
bit
a
on that
heavy
top
draw. I
yellow.
like
You're
that.
never going to be
Okay, 'cause
shot.
I just don't think coming this
The
way is
only
gonna
issue with
Right,
this
it's
one
kinda gross.
is if you hit and
Okay.
roll and you're shot, it's a 2-foot run back
Like
for Team
there.
Terrick, which
But
is
yeah, for
something
your
that,
front ends.
you know, even at this level, you'd expect them to at least make contact most of the time, and she has enough counters all around to get the force.
I just
So
think the other way is not nice. Like, there's nothing the other way that I like. Yeah.
at least if you hit and roll off the top one, you sit half buried, second shot, you force Team Terrick maybe to make a bit of a precise draw somewhere to sit to,
During, like,
or
back
some
eight.
sort of precise
Okay, this is
pick
my idea.
out, something just that's going to be a little bit harder than just
trying
this
to get
short
the
run
inside and
back.
roll it to clutch.
Now, it doesn't look like they're throwing a ton of weight with
kind of
that
far out,
ice.
so similar to like what
Possible
you've
they
been
may
doing
just
with
want to be
your dad.
tapping it back to the 12-foot, keep it around as a catcher.
First rock to be thrown this wide as well, I think, during the game.
Really
So
good.
we'll see how this one runs.
Hey, whoa. Yeah.
Sang line is close.
Whoa, curl. 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 Whoa, whoa, whoa. Line's good on. No, straight.
Starting to really curl on them.
Hard.
Doesn't quite get by, but still rolls in to sit
Sorry, Julia.
corner frozen.
Okay. Does that line curl more than the other ones, or am I just totally the same?
It's a little bit of a misline call on that one. But weight was perfect. If the tap
And
was
if
the
you're
call.
coming here and you're gonna be here, we'll just carve it and bury it back here. That's fine. So like, yeah. To get there, I think almost. Here,
Yeah,
hey?
I was thinking like here.
You got it.
Like just top 8, top 12. 1, 1, 2. Okay, yeah. So just kind of blocking your draw. And if it's heavy, let her know, because then we can try and curl and wrap around. Okay. Probably like high 15s, you should be top house. Yeah, I was expecting it to be like a lot straighter. I guess that's what it is. Wait, guys. Top 8! Top 8!
Opportunity for Team Terrick to make a good one top 8. So that way Team Pekowitz can't just hit it to score.
Called top 8 out of her hand, but we haven't seen this side played as much, so this might dig in a little bit. Looks like the sweepers did a great job to carry that though.
Sits top 12. but I think that still does the job.
Yeah, not enough to sit 3, but certainly gets in the way of most draws to the button. And I'm not seeing much here that's worth taking on for 2. I don't know if you could make that
You got it.
double with light enough weight to stick around for 2. So probably the draw for 1 is the only call. Looks like that's what they've settled on.
Just needing a piece of the forefoot for the 1.
The double, just the shooter doesn't stay.
Yeah. So it's only for 1.
I mean, it might, but I.
And with only 3 ends to go after this, they're going to have to figure out a way to set up some
4-0.
steals.
Or a little less.
I like.
4-10.
I was gonna say like. I like 4. I
4.
think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Felt
97.
good.
So final stone here in the 5th.
Curl
Needs the
side.
forefoot. Sweeper's working hard to try and get this one there. Looks like it's going to get close, but not quite do it. It'll come up light and looks like a steal of 2 for Team Terrick as they take a 7-1 lead here
Thank you.
at the Canadian Junior Cup after 5 ends of play.
Oh, I did that right in the middle of the side path. Sorry, I'm just gonna say that.
Pro side light.
Okay.
And we're back here in the 6th end as Team Terrick has taken up a commanding advantage in this one. Opens up a 7-1 lead after stealing 2 in that last end.
Lot of room.
And the strategy becomes pretty simple here now for both of these sides. Team Pekowitz will
Oh.
try to keep as many
Okay,
guards
it's
up
fine,
as
it's fine.
possible,
We're there.
hide
No,
some rocks in the
Just leave
rings,
it.
whereas Team Terrick will likely
Sorry,
try
I
and
thought
clear
you
up things
motioned
as soon
up.
as they can.
No, it's okay. Okay, just wide.
okay.
Okay.
A little
I
bit
was
of an
not on the
interesting
same
start
page as
here
you
to
guys.
this end.
Oh.
Team
Okay,
Terrick
I saw
over
the
curling their
motion
center
of-
guard almost
and
to
then
a corner.
We should probably
Pekowitz
talk
choosing
about
to
where
draw
we want
around
it.
and throwing
I
his
was like,
center
oh, too long.
guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like,
a
this is
bit of
heavy.
reverse play here.
Not in fact
I was a bit
heavy.
surprised to
You
see
threw it well.
Julia try
That's
to
fine.
draw around that. I'm remiss to even call it a corner guard. It's kind of in between both, but really not like what you're looking for drawing around your opponent's guard this early in the end, unless they really miss and really give you a corner guard. But even then, take the free opportunity to throw up a corner on the other side.
We're really
and,
sliding.
and have the chance of playing around maybe a few guards later in the end. Maybe that's how you try and find a way to put 2 or 3 on the board.
Do you think her roster is different?
A little bit of an overcompensation there from Tessa Terrick, throwing her rock a little deep.
Slips to the back 12, and now a chance here for Alexa Pekowitz to draw one around here. If she can make this, leave this in a good spot, either on the tee line or top button weight. Try to get it as buried as possible.
Yeah, I
'Cause you
think
know
I'll
Team
just
Terrick's
forgive it.
probably going
My
to walk up
first
to
one I
peel the
hit more
guards
than
on
I
the
think,
next
and then
one.
my second
Yeah.
one.
Top 4 on its own. Yeah, it's
Definitely
definitely
not
back.
top
It's back.
4.
It's back. It's like back 8. Okay, that's fine.
Excuse me, no, they can't walk up to peel the guards on this one because of the 5 rock rule, but as soon as they can, I mean.
Just didn't come down. That's my bad.
My team actually
didn't
made
come
that
down
mistake
like I
in our
thought. That's
last
my
men's event that we were playing and of hitting a rock
You didn't count
against
rocks.
the. Oh, hey, I don't. The
was
skip
a
called it so
14-6.
confidently I
Okay,
didn't
so it
even
was like the same.
didn't even
like,
think
the
about
same
it.
speed.
It's the most
Yeah.
embarrassing
Ice
moment
is
of my life.
slowing down a little bit, but
Did you throw the peel?
Oh yeah. I did it too. It was, it happens at every level,
Line's
but.
good.
Close for line.
Wait, let's close.
Close for line. Yep. Yellow.
T-line.
All there.
Line's good. Line's good.
All there. Back 4.
Back 4. Just back 4. Are we to it?
It's okay. We've all made many
T-line.
mistakes in our day.
Curl. No, just T.
That being said, this one doesn't look like much of a mistake. A very good draw.
Good, Maddie. That one does
A great team shot. The rock management.
Great weight management there by
Awesome.
Maddie
There we go.
Hollins. Get that top of the button.
Sweepers judge that pretty good.
Now this is sort of what I was referring to. Now that's a great shot, and it sets up Team Terrick very well because, yes, if you're Team Pekowitz at this point, you kind of have to play the freeze. But now all of the
But I gave
play is around around the center, and B, it's very easy to double peel those guards whenever Team
side,
Terrick
pass the curl.
decides to. So
Not if it's heavy. If it's heavy, whoa. I don't think it's heavy.
not very good
No,
if you're the
it's
team
heavy.
trying to get 2 or more to get back
Just
into
like
this
just
one.
back button.
Looking this rock to
Whoa.
sit down. Looks
Okay.
like it's gonna rub off and
Sorry,
roll.
sorry.
A little bit unfortunate.
It's hard for me to think. It's okay. It's so loud.
Team Pekowitz is gonna have to figure out a way to get access to that rock on
You've
the
been
button.
throwing your 10-5s good.
Yeah. You got it.
And I don't necessarily hate hitting this red one. The only reason is because the red and yellow there sort of form a pocket. So it is something that Team Pekowitz can use. So
10.
Close.
I would maybe take a look at maybe trying to walk up and peel a guard or something like that. Just open things up for yourself. Make sure that you're the next team to put a point on the board.
Okay, good.
Does make the hit and avoids the jam, but also rolls out.
Just release
And that's
again.
not something I think
Yeah.
they're too worried about. Keeping your rock around in the 8-foot would have been a nice bonus, but you'd hate to risk nosing it or giving the other team an opportunity to play a freeze.
Especially when you're up by so many right now.
But that yellow being over-buried even a little bit makes it that much tougher for Team Pekowitz to make a good freeze on it.
Good
Not
ad.
too worried if you're Team Terrick as of yet.
8.
Team's going to curl pretty
Line.
early.
T. Okay, whoa, close. Gotta go straight. Straight. Gotta go straight. Fire straight. So you have to split it. Has to move. You have to go.
Splitting
Okay,
the red
that's
one on
fine.
the center. It's not a bad outcome.
Just tight.
Still
think, like,
leaves
probably
a
close.
few guards up there.
We're aiming for top 12, but 3 is fine here too, hey?
Okay, yeah. You got it.
Does open up that one on the button a little bit, but as we saw Zoe Terrick put her broom up to put one in front of it.
3. Just a guard.
I'd like to be
2.
hitting something with a 6-point lead. This draw is
2, 3.
pretty precise to
Can you go off
try and put it
this?
in a spot where you don't leave a double
No,
or
we're like
some
even
sort
with
of
that one.
hack weight chase.
Yep.
Like safe.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Get a little rub if you can. Okay.
That's exactly what I mean. I don't necessarily know. Do you think you can chase that with enough weight? Probably enough to bump it actually to sit too. I don't know if it's with enough to completely kill the other stone.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know if you can throw any more than like a back line at it with where those guards are.
Back
Big
line,
ad.
once you know you're past the guard, try and get a little bit of extra curl out of
Back
it.
line. Whoa, then whoa. Back line. Whoa. Line.
I think this is going to be pretty close to the guard.
Curling in nice though.
Curl. Whoa. Curl. Curl. Curl.
It's very good for line.
Curl. Hard. Hard. Really hard. Really hard. Yeah, but like really gotta go. Really nice. Good throw.
Doesn't
Great shot.
Okay.
quite get it
really
far
good.
enough to sit shot
Nice
rock,
shot.
but having one in front and bumping that behind the tee line is
It came
pretty
down
good.
really nice.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking
That was good.
about a little bit. If
Something
your
I
team
thought
Terrick,
you'd
you
never
had
say
the
on the side.
opportunity
I like
earlier
that.
to walk up and deal some
And if you're
guards.
shooting,
Now
you just gotta be
you're,
here, but okay.
I know it's 6-point lead, but you're guarding for your life here. And even if you do make a good guard,
Okay, so similar
there's
way
an
to
angle
hair
run
more is
back
okay.
to
Yeah.
possibly sit 3.
Yeah, 3 you're biting. It's fine, yeah.
If you don't quite make the guard perfect, there's going to be more chances to promote their own stone and improve the position of your team Pekowitz. And there's really
Little
no
tighter.
way of
For 3.
improving things for Team
3.
Terrick, and that's what sort of worries me a little bit for them.
1, 2. 2. Okay, 2's fine. 2's fine. Girl. Girl.
You're sort of in a position where you're just sort of tossing up guards and hoping you can hold on, rather than
Yep. Hard, Maddie. Keep going.
seizing the initiative to improve your position.
Good. Okay.
But Emily Cherwinski makes a really nice guard there.
Good.
All things considered, a great result.
I don't mind just control.
She said,
Yeah. Okay.
if I can get the same.
10. Can I throw normal? Yeah. Okay. 9-5. Okay.
Looking at an angle run back here.
Yeah, and this shot can be made well enough to sit 3. Would have to run it a little bit over the top of the red.
Managed to guard both shots.
Possible. Difficult to say. Could be possible to sit 4 if
9-5.
that back yellow
Yes,
ever does
close.
clip that
Go.
back combination on the way
Close.
by.
Yep. Yes. Yes. Hard.
This one
Hard,
curling
boys.
early,
Hard,
though.
Hard. 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 Oh, good job.
Just
Okay.
missing that yellow
Really
rock
close.
to hit
Gross.
that little bit thinner.
Gross. Good throw.
Yeah.
Coming around there, and if I'm deep, just bring it in.
I was gonna say.
Like I don't see she has anything. Like even if I'm here, that's fine.
Yeah, like aim for top 12. If it's coming, then if it's
Yeah.
fine, it's light.
Okay, I give
It's
you here.
curling big. Yeah, I would say
Looks like they can see
So I'm
half
thinking
of
like
that
here.
redstone side 4 foot, so
That makes me feel better now.
it'd be difficult to get up to the nose of it. Could probably play with a backline weight, tap it back, and sit something that way. But
No, that was that. I wouldn't have done that.
now with the situation it is now, there's no real easy way to access that yellow stone back of the button. So now you could probably just toss up a guard and force Team Pekowitz to make the tough shots.
So like almost what I threw my last one, because I was just top 12. Yeah. Might be a little sticky out here, so just stay close. Okay, you got it. Like a 3. 3. 2. 2. 2. 2, 3.
Sit. Sit. Good job.
Almost wiped out. We got a nice little wall of guards. Yeah.
That's the best way to get in there, Toria.
You're throwing your ins really
I think
good.
this out-turn freeze that they're calling looks great if you make it, but then Team Terrick just tosses up another guard. You don't really have a way to access it.
Yeah. It looked like it.
Yeah, there's
was
not
sailing, and I was like,
much
"This is
to
Yeah, I didn't think I took off.
do
I don't-
right
I
now.
don't think so either. Ice might be coming down a touch, but not. Okay,
It's
so
a
like
little
90.
late in the end to start
90,
clearing things
yeah.
up front, isn't it?
My hog to hogs have been pretty similar still, so but we can see. I'll throw 90.
a small tap, but it's hanging out
Come
there.
way down.
Curl! Curl! No, no, no.
You're fine, you're fine. No, it's just a lot. Sorry. It's fine. You're good.
So I think it's a 4.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
backline weight just carrying it a little
Further out.
too far.
Yeah, could have had the chance, I guess.
We
That
thought it
was
was slowing
pretty
down.
close to good weight
Like
where
the exact time
if
on
you
those
played it
those four.
really close to that red rock top
Like
12,
exactly what I
you
wanted.
might have been able to bump the yellow.
Probably about the same as
Difficult to say.
Perfect, you got it.
Sorry? We aren't tight for time or anything. But all yeah, because we have
But a great chance here now for Zoe Terrick. Toss up a guard, and very difficult to see how Julia will get in there to score.
Yeah, I'm gonna try same. Yeah.
And I think if we see a steal here, we'll probably see some handshakes as well with them.
Do you think a 14 would have stuck
You could
around?
probably get away with the hair more, but
Yeah, because if I'm tough roll, that's okay.
yeah. You got it. Little more. Three.
Tight three.
Justin.
Where?
Justin.
Top 12. Full 12 almost. Tessa?
Final shot here coming to a
Tessa,
stop
yep.
from Zoe Terrick.
Almost sliding.
Tucking just a little piece around the guard. Can they get it there to sit two?
Not
I
quite.
could have brought that all the way,
Not
but
quite, but
I ran
does
better
the
than
job. I
got.
don't think they were ever really trying to get in there to sit two,
Down a little
so
bit, but-
more than enough.
Sorry, I ran better than I thought.
This is about the only shot I'm seeing for Team Pekowitz to score.
Yeah, and it has so much risk to it too. If you overcurl at all, run it into the red, you give up a steal of 3. I mean, not that necessarily that matters really at all. Like I said before, I think a steal of 1,
What do you
down
want to
8-1, that's probably enough to
I have
shake
to go
hands. So
firm.
steal
Yeah.
1, steal 3 doesn't matter. Just try and
Okay.
find a way to score.
Is this good?
Probably was a great thing that Zoe's Rock actually did get far enough then to cut out at least that back 8-1, or this might be a run back for 2.
Sounds good. It's for 1. I don't have anything else, so. Yep.
Final stone in the 6th.
Yep. Yes! Yep! Whoa! Whoa! Sorry, Julia.
Gonna hold it.
Okay.
Oh, unfortunately, just clips the guard, runs the yellow back onto
Three,
her own stone,
yep.
removing it.
Are we?
It will be a steal of 3, 14 Terrick, and a win.
Good game, good
Put it
luck.
up on the board as a 10-1 victory
Good game,
for
good
Team
luck.
Zoe Terrick
Good game, good luck. Good luck.
out of the Heather Curling Club in Winnipeg, Manitoba. On behalf of myself, Tori Zemelink, and our whole broadcast crew here at the Canadian Junior Cup, we thank you for tuning in.
Here's your.
Our next draw today begins at
This seems like
8:30
hard to put in
p.m.
order.
Eastern Time,
I don't know. Sometimes if it's easy, I'll do it.
as Team Rowley will take on Team Burton. But until then, we thank you for coming, and we hope to see you again soon.